Hello, welcome to Brap Life. My name's Angel. Thank you guys so much for listening. It's so cool to see all of these different countries downloading every single week. Like, I still cannot believe how many countries there are. It's super awesome to be able to go back and tell people, hey, your episode was downloaded in like 18 countries. Like, this is awesome. So thank you for the support. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, all of that stuff. It really, really helps the podcast grow. It basically just shows the algorithm that this is something that people want to hear and that it should be pushing out to other people who like the same kind of content that you do. So I would really appreciate it. Everybody who's on this podcast would really appreciate it. And it helps me to be able to continue doing this. So, thank you again, and I hope you guys really enjoy this week's episode. It's with Carlos. He's a racer and rider out of Texas, and he is actually also a team owner. So he's kind of switched gears from when I met him last year. He was a little bit more motocross centered, and now he's focused on cross country racing. So it's been really cool to see his project evolve from the MX to the off road scene and see everything that he's been capable of. And I just think that you guys are really going to love this episode. The stuff that he's bringing basically to the mainstream is a little bit different than what we typically see here in the States. But I think it's really cool to see a kind of diversity. So I hope you guys really like this episode, and I'll see you next week. We are good. So thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate it. Especially given the like last minute changes and everything.
Yeah.
So this is really exciting. So you do something that's a little bit different from most of the people that I usually interview. I do a lot of enduro and hard enduro interviews. I've done a couple motocross, supercross racers before, but
Okay.
this is kind of something that's totally unique because you're not just a rider, you also have this whole project.
Yeah.
So why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about what you do?
Yeah. My name is Carlos Cañas, like you can see somewhere here. And I'm from Puerto Rico. I joined the military around 2018.
Mhm.
Basically got out around 2022 ish. Can't remember exactly when was it. But I loved motocross and dirt bikes and everything my whole life. But
Mhm.
I was always that baseball player that was only focused on baseball and couldn't jump on a dirt bike because I could be like getting injured or something.
Yeah.
So I was never allowed to have a dirt bike. Um,
Mhm.
Once I got out of the military, long story short, that was my moment. That was when I was like, I'm gonna get on on a dirt bike. Nobody's gonna tell me nothing. I'm gonna buy it myself, so I don't have to ask nobody. I
Yeah.
I went to the dealership and grabbed this dragon like uh like a fire breather dragon Yamaha 450
Oh,
as my
jeez.
first dirt bike ever, which
Oh,
I don't
oh my
recommend it
god.
at all. I've spent so much time trying to get that bike suited to me and my riding
Mhm.
that it's been crazy. But yeah, everything started after the military, basically, because I
Mhm.
started looking into what should I spend my time now. I'm
Yeah.
out here doing basically taking care of my daughter, obviously, but
Mhm.
I needed something to get my head on and all that stuff. And
Mhm.
one day I just see that in Puerto Rico there's a new brand new track they're building, and I was
Mhm.
like, oh, so there is something happening over there. I
Mhm.
had no idea what was going on, and that's where everything started. I tried to do a camp. It was decent, not very well like I expected, but that was very very helpful for me to see what was happening inside the industry. I
Mhm.
knew right away that was not the way of helping them.
Mhm.
uh it's not the same doing a camp here in Texas, which there's plenty of tracks and plenty of facilities and riders,
Mhm.
where and then over there is like a very small industry. They're still growing, still managing a lot of stuff, deeper stuff that I
Yeah.
don't like to get in.
Mhm.
But everything started trying to support and help that industry grow. Basically, that
Mhm.
was my main goal. It
Yeah.
has changed a lot. That definitely is a different thing now
Mhm.
than what it started in 2022. But
Yeah.
it's been developing really well.
That's good. That's great. So, what is the whole goal that you have as of now? What is the whole, like, if you had to give it a mission statement?
Yeah, so right now what we're focusing is on, so I'm not very into camps anymore that
Mhm.
deep. I can do one. I can help a rider to go to Puerto Rico. I can help him find some clients, like some kids for the class. I
Mhm.
can basically get with the track owner, talk to him, and do all the admin stuff.
Mhm.
But the whole thing I'm doing right now has evolved to, I'm focusing on my teams. I have a
Mhm.
team in Puerto Rico, and I have a team over here in Texas
Mhm.
that we race cross country.
Yeah.
um and I've been focusing more into our stuff, like uh trying to build a whole program, where if we don't get a sponsorship on gear, I'm making my own
Mhm.
brand right now. And it's like I try to develop a whole program where it funds itself. Like
Mhm.
it's our own brand, like our own jersey brand, like gear brand. We use our own apparel, we sell our own stuff, and that money goes again back to race registrations, tire
Mhm.
changes, oil and filter changes. So it's like
Yeah.
not everybody has a chance to get paid or make money from this. Probably like not a 90 something percent pays
Yeah.
for riding at
Yeah.
any level, even in the GPs. They pay
Mhm.
for to race
Mhm.
at that level. So I'm trying to get people, normal people, the
Mhm.
experience or as close as they can to be like an elite rider, like to get treated
Yeah.
like that. Get,
Yeah.
oh yeah, I don't have to pay for race registrations no more. I
Yeah.
sell 8 uniforms. They get a commission for that. The
Mhm.
riders, I mean, and I get my side. I reinvest on more stuff. But they keep selling uniforms where I'm making the big investment, but they're moving it,
Mhm.
and they
Mhm.
get tire changes and all that stuff. That at the end of the day, you keep adding up, and it's a lot.
Yeah. It is
So
a
basically,
lot.
is
It
that
is a
is that it? Yeah.
So, what series are you guys competing in there in Texas?
So here, we used to raise one that is called Torx.
Mhm.
It's been probably like the longest one here in Texas, 20
Yeah.
something years or more. I'm not
Yeah.
sure. But there's a brand new one that we are supporting as a brand. And it's called TX2.
Yes.
They are originally TX4.
Yeah.
They do side by side and quad cross country races, GP style. It's more
Yep.
wide, a little bit more faster, not that technical. But it's
Mhm.
two motos of 30 minutes. Very family friendly environment. Practice days are on Saturdays. It's like you
Mhm.
have the whole weekend to go there, have time, spend time with them and your family, and then we're supporting them this year. It's gonna be their second season.
Yeah.
I raced 3 races. Yeah, 3 races last season. I got a
Mhm.
third and two first places, which never had a podium before. Something happened last year by the end of the season. I was feeling good.
That's great. That's
But then this year
awesome.
we're like, I want to support something that uh support the writers, and they're
Yes.
making new stuff for us, because yeah, it's awesome
Mhm.
having Torx. They're awesome series. It's a whole different story, more technical,
Yeah.
an hour long motos.
Mhm.
It's like a different format, whole different thing.
Yeah.
But so you can pick and choose. Like they I believe they talk to each other, so they don't get the same weekend both
Yeah.
racing on the same weekend. So whoever can, they can go and jump on the one and then on the other one, and it's pretty good.
Mhm.
So it's called TX2 and TX4.
Yeah.
What we're
Yep.
racing here now.
That's awesome. I actually did a TX2 race last year. I think it was
Really?
in December. Yeah, I was in Austin at the end of the year last year, and I did a race. It was like I don't it wasn't in Austin, but it was like 30 minutes away. I don't remember where it was, but it was a new property and it was super super fun. Um and
If it was
exactly what you were
December,
yeah,
I can't. Now
I
I
don't
can't
remember
remember
what the
if I
little city
raced
is
it.
called. They're about to do another race, like I think it's this weekend at that same property.
Yeah,
Um
yeah, Cedar
because I
Creek.
was like, yeah, yeah, because I was looking at pictures and I was like, this looks familiar. But yeah, it was
Yeah, I think it's
super
called like
fun.
Wilderness.
Mhm. Yeah, I had an absolute blast. So my friend, she's actually from New Mexico. She came into town to race it, and I just happened to be there. And she's like, "Oh, you should come and ride, for like the family day, like you were saying. So like, come ride the track with me and check it out." Because I hadn't ridden in Texas yet. So I was like, "Oh, okay, yeah. Like it'll be my first time on Texas soil. I get to see my friend." And so we were there and, I was like, "Wow, this track is actually really cool." And I was like, "Dang, I wish I was racing."
Yeah,
So I was like I had just gotten a job. I hadn't really gotten paid yet or anything. So, Darcy graciously paid for me to race that weekend. Um, but I had
nice, nice.
so much fun, and I was 6 seconds off the podium, because I was just out there riding. I was just, like, having fun and not really paying attention.
Yeah,
Um, because I didn't realize that I could be competitive. I had never been competitive in my entire life, and
yeah,
I'd never done a race that
same.
I'd finished, so I was like I was like, "I'm gonna be the last person in, but I'm gonna still go out and have fun." And then I was like I found out that I was so close to getting a podium, and I was like, "Oh my god." I was like, "I should have pushed a little harder." But it was so much fun, and I really, really wanna go back. That series, everybody who was around it was super nice. I was there from, uh, basically from Minnesota, and everybody was just like talking to me and super welcoming, and the community was great. The
Yeah,
setup for the actual race was awesome. So I really love that series. I love that you're working with them.
yeah. It was like very. I saw their post, and they
Mhm.
were saying they were looking for sponsors, and I was like,
Mhm.
I'm starting on this. Like the gear brand is like brand new. I haven't released it yet, like
Yeah.
fully to the public. It's like,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm doing orders for like a team in Costa Rica. Um,
Mhm.
I'm doing for Dominican Republic. I'm doing for my team. And
Yeah.
I'm like trying to go to like different countries in Latin America, which
Mhm.
that's my main because I also do the YouTube channel. It's like this
Yeah.
is why I have this whole setup because I do that
Yeah.
YouTube channel thing,
Mhm.
and the whole people, the like every single person that it's there, it's from all those countries in Latin America. Like very little amount of people from my country watches my videos. I've been more
Yeah.
uh like I make more impact basically
Mhm.
to make a word for it in
Yeah.
Latin America, like other than my Puerto Rico. So I've been doing all this connections, and I
Mhm.
was like, I race here. Like I do have I know track owners, like motocross track owners,
Mhm.
like Cycle Ranch. They help me out
Mhm.
a lot. It's an amazing training facility.
Mhm.
They have a great program. Like 10 plus tracks in 100 some acres. It's
Wow.
crazy. You go there and you're like, this is Disney World
I was
for
just gonna
sure.
say that, yeah.
Yeah, it's like they have side by side track. They have 4 or 5 turn tracks. They have a vet track, which is very sandy. They have the kids track, which I have a lot of fun on the on the kids track because it's like like a supercross style track,
Mhm.
but you can you can do stuff there. At my level, definitely very good track. The night track
Yeah.
is amazing, very flowy, big jumps, but safe at the same time. And then
Hmm.
they have like this amazing team working with them that is like they have like three guys working on the tracks, what like two on the water truck, then the other one on the dozer, and then they have all two coaches on site every time. They have all this team inside the cafe making burgers and smoothies. It's like you don't have to go anywhere,
Wow.
and it's not far
Yeah.
from the city. It's like
Yeah.
45 minutes away from San Antonio. That's all you have to do,
That's
which
not bad at all.
but for me it's amazing.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm like I need to support the people that that are making stuff for us,
Yeah.
and they're starting. I'm starting. I don't see why they would be. They're like they're very friendly. I'm not scared
Mhm.
to Terry and say, "Hey Terry, I have a gear like a gear brand. Can I
Yeah.
support the series?" They were like, "Yeah, for sure. You can do this, and you can do TX4." I was like,
Yeah.
"Well, that sounds amazing." Like we actually made a voucher that's what we're
Uh-huh.
gonna start doing. We're gonna give one voucher for one free full set for like we're gonna pick, let's say, 85 this weekend.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pick one class, probably like
Yeah.
a kids class. That's my main goal. Like kids are what are like my main focus. um
Yeah.
and I'm gonna whoever wins X or Y class, then they'll
Uh-huh.
get the voucher, um jersey, pants, and gloves. It's like
Wow.
the regular price is 200. It'll be
Mhm.
totally for free, fully customizable, no charges, no nothing. So that's how we're gonna start doing it. Like one voucher per weekend.
Yeah.
One is gonna be TX2, one is gonna be TX4. But
Yeah.
some we're starting somewhere.
Yeah. No, I think that that's huge though. Like so there's a lot to unpack with everything you just said. I think that you are
Yeah.
making waves in the community. So, I heard about you and I kind of became aware of what you're doing. Um, and this is something that doesn't really get talked about a whole lot. I haven't actually really talked about this. Um, but being not white is
Yeah.
hard for a lot of people because a lot of people are told that at least my experience was if you're not white you're not a dirt biker, which is it's got its own thing, like I understand historically it's been that way, especially in like supercross, motocross. A lot of the times, that's the stereotype, but
Yeah. Yeah.
that's not the case when you actually go out there now and you're out at these tracks, you're out at the different courses. There's a lot of people who aren't white, but there's still not a whole lot of representation. And I personally don't really like throw out there like, my heritage and everything. I don't hide it, but I also just don't like it's weird for me
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
I'm
I have it. I have it tatted
'cause
on me, so there's no way I can hide it
there's
for.
no, yeah. But,
But
like, for me, be like,
I
you're
get it.
from
Yeah.
Puerto Rico, and I'm
Yeah.
I'm from Arizona. So, like, but a lot of times, and this goes into a completely different discussion, but a lot of times when people look at me, they're like, "Oh, where are you from?" I'm like, "Arizona," and they're like, "Okay, but, like, where's your family from?" And I'm like,
Yeah. Yeah.
"Arizona." Um, and it turns into this thing, but so I don't bring it up. I just leave it alone most of the time. But it's been really cool for me personally to go to multiple events, especially on the East Coast. There's a lot of Dominicans racing in hard enduro out there.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
like a lot. There's like a whole, I couldn't even tell you, probably at least 50 of them show up to every race on the East Coast. It's so cool. Um, but it's awesome to see a representation of like, like my people essentially. And like
Yeah.
it feels it just brings more culture, more diversity, yes, but like it just brings more of a family feeling to everything in my personal opinion because they're the most welcoming people. Oh my god, they're so sweet. I got super lost in the
Yeah.
woods one time and one of the wives was like, "Oh, just follow me."
Yeah.
um
Like I actually was very, very surprised how big motocross is. Let's say Ecuador. Ecuador
Mhm,
is. I went to Ecuador
mhm,
back in June, ending of June. I think I came back 4th of July. That's the day I came back to Texas.
mhm,
But I was there for like 10 days. Factory Bike, this brand right here is a bike
mhm,
brand, Chinese bike,
mhm,
like components is, but the brand it's made and all thought about and all that stuff in Ecuador. Um,
mhm,
they can be like the best team in Latin America if we
mhm.
put aside anything from Brazil. Like Brazil is not counted in this conversation. They are
Mhm.
aliens like from another planet. They are doing great stuff over there. But them and Venezuela, they have been
Mhm,
developing their sport really, really good.
mhm.
Actually, they were the only two Latin Americans that passed straight to the finals on and these MX on at Ironman. So
Yeah,
those two countries are like very, very good on their with their industry, and there's a lot of countries that are trying to get to that level as well because they made it possible. Why
yeah.
anybody else can? So Ecuador has, man, I went to the like 4 hours away from civilization. There were like ruins, like Inca ruins and stuff like that. I have a video on YouTube from my whole trip, and
Uh-huh.
it was amazing seeing 4,000 fans, not family members of the rider of each of this class, or no, like fans. They drove that far. We were like over 10,000 feet of height,
Mm.
like we were high. I
Yeah.
did 10 laps, and at the fourth lap I was like, when is this gonna end? Like, I need to breathe. I cannot breathe at all. I had a headache. I was so dizzy riding a dirt
Yeah.
bike that I was not used to because it was the bike brand is pretty good brand. Like, I
Yeah.
was very surprised that high. The bike that I
Yeah.
was using was it has a carburetor. I was like, how
Yeah.
this thing was just built yesterday. They did a small warm up and it's working just fine. And this
Wow.
height, like, it should be messing up like somehow. I had
Yeah.
no problems at all. The full race, we were a full class of the same bike. It's called the Mono brand. It's like
Uh-huh.
everybody is on the same bike. You can make your own like setups and all that stuff, but everybody has same bike on that class. And it was amazing seeing like 4,000 people just
Uh-huh.
watching this race. It's not a federation race. It's not anything with FIM or nothing. It's just
Yeah.
factory bike championship and made this happen. I was like, I
Mhm.
don't see this in Texas. Like, there's no way there's
Yeah.
4,000 people watching, not racing, watching. It's like
Yeah.
not happening. And then in these countries, Dominican Republic, they have the best fans. Like, every single top rider over there has 15,000 followers on Instagram. Like, they
Wow.
have fans. And it's like
Yeah.
they get people to the tracks. They fly people to the races. We are going November 7, no, 8, 9 and 7, 8 and 9 is the
Uh-huh.
Motocross of Nations in Latin America. It's going to be in Ecuador. So I'm going again, and I'm just waiting to see how that whole event goes. So it's not only white, blue eyes, and blonde, which I have a
Mhm.
lot of friends in the sport that are just like that. Like, my
Yeah.
mechanic
Yeah.
is just like that, long
Yeah.
hair, blonde, white, and but they're so cool. Like, I haven't come to a person in the industry here in Texas, at least,
Mhm.
that is not welcoming. Like,
Yeah.
anybody, dealer owners, track
Yeah.
owners, riders, just
Yes.
parents. It's like
Yes.
everybody's so nice. I don't
Mhm.
feel anything weird anywhere I go here,
Yeah.
especially with TX2.
Yeah.
This people is just amazing.
Yeah. No, I completely agree. I think that the dirt biking community is so welcoming in general. And I think it's because we all kind of go through the same thing, right? It doesn't matter the discipline. You're struggling when you first get on a bike. All of us crash. So
Yeah.
we
Yeah.
all have that, and then we can all relate to that. I think for me personally, most of the people who are telling me, oh, you can't ride a dirt bike because of like who you are, quote unquote, was
Yeah.
actually from my own family and like from, people back home. And that was kind of like, oh, that's the mindset that they got stuck in. So but yeah, like you said, everybody that I've met out dirt biking, nobody's ever had an issue. Like everybody's welcoming, everybody's great. But I think it's really really cool that you're able to be here in the States, be from Puerto Rico, and you're kind of making this bridge between everything, right? Like
Yeah.
you're going out to Ecuador and you're, I don't know where else you're going to end up, but you could be in Brazil, who knows? But it's really, really cool that you're bringing those fans and kind of getting at least the attention, even if you can't get the numbers to an event in the US like
Yeah.
that, you're bringing that attention, and that attention is helpful in growing the sport in any way, whether it's in this country or over there. Um, the eyes on it are huge, and it's going to be huge for your brand. I think it's absolutely fantastic that you're doing that also. Like, first of all, what gave you the idea to like start doing your own gear? Because that is a huge feat.
Yeah, so I didn't knew what was like what I was getting on until I was
Yeah.
in. um and then I can't stop. Like
Yeah.
like I found something that I like, and
Yeah.
it's creating a brand, and it's like this is sample number 16
Oh
in
wow.
less than a year.
Yeah.
Cuz So I always wanted to get this deal with a brand and all that stuff, like that fancy
Mhm.
stuff that, like, let's say, like, people go to Hook It. I still have a Hook It account,
Mhm.
and that's where I got my first discount. And I was like, okay, so I got Leet. I think it was the first one.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, like 30% discount. That's
Mhm.
awesome. I'm gonna start ordering. I was like, I have sponsors now. Like, I'm gonna have sponsors. So
Yeah.
I started ordering from those, and it's very helpful. Like, if you add up everything at the end of the day, you're saving a lot of money
Mhm.
with 10,
Mhm.
20, 30%.
Yeah.
But I wanted to help I wanted to make a team in Puerto Rico. I was like, maybe I need a brand like actually helping us to make it happen. Like, I want to provide the gear. I someday I wish I can get there and provide the bikes.
Yeah.
And like, I want to recreate what Factory Bike is making happen in Ecuador for the
Mhm.
riders. And I can tell
Yeah.
you like a little bit, like, real quick. There's a rider
Mhm.
called Luis Cross. Luis
Uh-huh.
Cross is a rider that has no right arm. I mean, he has like until the elbow. Like, that's the length that he has. And then
Yeah.
on the right side, so it's the throttle side. And I see him riding with
Uh-huh.
this string, like, strapped to the elbow, or like his arm,
Uh-huh.
and it's attached to an adapter to the throttles. And he, let's say, like, it's like this, and then he
Uh-huh.
pulls it like this, and that's how he accelerates every time. And he jumps and he does all these things. This kid has the I can remember the name of they're making the whole arm for him, like mechanic
Like a
arm.
prosthetic?
uh
Yeah.
yeah. That's the word, prosthetic. Like, they're making that for him. They're paying
Yeah.
uh an apartment. He's going to college. He's getting a trainer. He gets trained, like his gym and all that stuff, sessions paid for. He has a monthly payment for him, like, to be a rider. And it's like, who has that? Like, they are making that happen for a rider that is very limited for what we
Yeah.
do, and what, like, and it's like, you're making his dreams come true
Yeah.
when maybe nobody else would do it. And that's
Yeah.
the on like it's tough and it's real, but it's what it is. Like maybe he
Mhm.
was not gonna have that opportunity if it was not for because of factory bike. And then I
Yeah.
see these other riders that they have and they live from the sport, and you're like, so it can happen. It's just it needs to be on the right place and the right team and be lucky that they see
Mhm.
you. But um
Yeah.
it's like I want to recreate that. I want to be factory bike Puerto Rico. That's the goal. That's what we're
Yeah.
working with. This we're gonna
Yeah.
distribute the brand in Puerto Rico, and we're gonna recreate that system basically and put it in
Yeah.
Puerto Rico and see it should work. Like I don't see how it shouldn't.
Mhm.
And it's almost the same way I have been developing my brand, which is crazy. When I met them, I was like, so I try to make this gear brand. That's where I
Mhm.
go for. Like it's like, well, I can get Leet or O'Neill or any brand to give me
Yeah.
a real good price. Because honestly, if you get a discount and then you're gonna get a sublimation of your name and number, that price
Mhm.
goes like up again like crazy. You're still paying like
Mhm.
$300 for your kit. And
Yeah.
I was like, I need to provide the gear, but I need to make it real for me because I'm doing this
Yeah.
from my own paycheck. What I pay the house, the car, and all that stuff
Yeah.
is from the
Yeah.
same paycheck. I'm trying to build a brand, so I need
Yeah.
something real that can actually work. And that's where I
Yeah.
started asking for samples. I started change this, change that. Let's try this.
Mhm.
Let's try this other option. I sent some gear to them. I was like, this is what I want. Like, let's not
Mhm.
play anymore. And
Mhm.
let's do something around this, our own, obviously, style and all that stuff. But
Yeah.
like the material is like, I really wanted something like this. And it's like,
Yeah.
I've raced on this a couple times already. Have like sticks pulling my shirt, my jersey, and usually they would break. I'm not saying they are
Yeah.
not gonna break, never, but they have been
Yeah.
holding. I'm notorious to break jerseys, like from wrist to shoulder, for sure. But um, everything started like I need to create something that actually helps the rider, and it's
Mhm.
possible for me. And then
Yeah.
it's a I'm gonna say it honestly. For me, I can provide 8 sets to each rider from my team. There are two only, but
Uh-huh.
I can do that no problems. And I can also like
Yeah.
who can make that happen with $300 of a set?
Mhm.
Like it's very hard.
Yeah.
But then I'm
Yeah.
also exposing the brand. I make this this is the first product we made. It's like cycling sunglasses. They're very
Uh-huh.
light on your face. Um, we're developing the goggles now as well. So it's like a full. We are gonna have everything in one place.
Yeah.
Like you're gonna have our gear, the team, the training. We are
Yep.
developing like a channel on Discord where we're gonna have courses like how to do this, how to do that, how body position, acceleration, braking bumps, all that stuff.
Yeah.
We are trying to make a whole community where we can all come together and find everything
Mhm.
there.
Yep.
That's basically
That's
what we're looking for. That's the whole mission.
that's amazing. That's huge. That's an absolute dream. I think that I know a lot of people who've talked about stuff similar. For hard enduro, we are a lot smaller group of people. If you look at the whole dirt biking community and you break it into motocross, like 80% of it is motocross and then 20% of it is like the rest of us, right? And maybe like 2% of that is the crazy people who like hard enduro. Um
Yeah,
but
that's crazy.
I think it's really cool that you guys are doing, like, cross-country events, so you guys technically really aren't doing, like, MX. You guys are doing like, maybe you do a little bit because some of those races kind of go on tracks and stuff a little bit, but, um, you
Yeah.
guys are an off-road team who is pushing to do something at a standard that we've only seen in motocross. And I think that that's a
Yeah.
huge undertaking. And I think that it is absolutely incredible. But not even that, just that you thought of it, but you're doing it. Like, you are actively making this
Yeah.
happen. I
Yeah.
remember we met, what, a year and a half ago, and you were just, like, just starting to get everything going, and it's been really, really cool to see this, like, moving forward, and, like, I'm so proud of you. This is so cool.
I don't know like how, but it's just like it happened, and it was not
Mhm.
thought about. Like I never thought I was like gonna distribute a brand to
Yeah.
get like like this brand to Puerto Rico, this make a
Mhm.
whole uh like market search, and where are we gonna, like, who are we gonna sell these bikes? So
Yeah.
but now I look at everything and I'm like, I have where to sell these bikes now. I
Mhm.
actually see a possibility here. How did I got here? Like
Yeah.
there's and then sometimes I'm like, I feel like some days that it's like I'm not reaching anything, or I'm not making any steps forward because we're on the waiting phase on some decisions, or that's the
Yeah.
worst part of everything, like waiting. And
Yeah.
I feel like, man, like I'm not doing anything. I'm just here in my computer just researching and trying, but actually when I sit back, I'm like, I'm actually moving forward. I'm like
Mhm.
getting, I actually, I started with this with the factory bike for
Yep.
distribution. And then have you seen the Cove, the
The Cove?
Chinese
Yeah.
brand? There's like a
Yep.
teal, yeah, the Cove.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now apparently I'm a dealer for them. I can sell those
That's
bikes,
awesome.
and
Yeah.
the route is I'm looking for distribution in Puerto Rico as well, because
Yeah.
factory bike, it's made with same people that makes Cove. So
Okay.
that's how you can actually like think about the quality that you're seeing in
Yeah.
the Cove. You can almost
Mhm.
translate it to factory bike in a certain way. Like obviously Cove has like their specifications that is theirs and nobody else's, but
Yeah.
they're made by the same people. So, and those two things mixing up, it's like
Mhm.
how, like I'm still thinking like how I got here. There's no answer to that.
It's
But it's a
incredible.
lot.
When
It's a lot
you
of work.
I've been asking the same question a lot lately. So it's kind of funny. We're like parallel journeys right now.
Yeah,
I've been
yeah.
doing the same thing because I have projects that are moving forward, and I'm like, I don't know. Like, a year and a half ago, I wouldn't even have thought about this stuff. And now here I
Yeah.
am, like, being the person that people are bringing these things to, and they're like, "You're the person who can fix this," or "You're the person that can help with this," and it's like, "Whoa." Um, it's crazy how
I'm
quickly
going through
life
that right now.
changes. Yeah, it's
I'm going through
insane.
that right now. Like there's a like I'm gonna drop this right here. I said
Uh-huh.
I was not gonna get like into what's going on in the industry over there, but I'm gonna drop this
Yeah,
here. Like it's like
yeah.
how how are you, like as a writer, promised by these people,
Mhm,
only getting paid for flight and hotel for
mhm.
the motocross of nation in Latin America, um,
Mhm.
for veterans,
Yeah.
and for the for veterans was in Paraguay, but
Mhm.
the motocross of nations, like of Latin America, is going to be Ecuador. So
Mhm.
those events, both people, I'm getting information of, no, we can provide you the bikes. Like if I was somebody in the federation, and
Mhm.
I have no relationship with nobody in FIM Puerto Rico, or however they're called.
Yeah.
So but they are promising hotel and flight.
Mhm.
They had the riders have to rent the bikes, but then to me what I get is
Mhm.
you just have to tell me when you want to fly and what bike you ride, and just get here. Like, go to the airport and get
Mhm,
here, and we will take care of you. And it's like, how
mhm.
I'm getting these answers that the writers are not getting from these people that are supposed to be getting these answers.
Yeah.
I have no clue. Like, I'm right now, there's a whole problem going on.
Mhm,
I obviously know who is getting this whole event be like working.
mhm,
They're fine. They're getting the bikes for Mexico, Chile, Costa Rica, Dominican Republic. They're fine. They're getting those riders the bikes. They have to rent
mhm,
those. But then I I know what bikes Puerto Rico wants to use, and I'm
mhm.
like, okay, let me go and call my guy, because I have straight contact to him, the
Yeah,
guy that is getting everybody's bike. So I'm like, hey
yeah.
brother, I need this and this and this, and he's like, well, we don't have those bikes. That
Mhm.
gas, we don't have that. Like, there's no
Yeah.
gas here. It's like 9 hours away, the closest one. Or
Oh, wow.
if you want to buy a new one from the dealership, then you're good. But
Yeah.
that's not the case. You need to rent. I
Mhm.
called over there and I'm like, hey guys, like, I don't think gas is gonna happen, but I can
Yeah.
get any other bike,
Yeah.
any other bike, 2024, 2025, Yamaha, uh, Honda, KTM, anything.
Yeah.
And they're still over there saying, no, we're gonna try and get. I'm like, brother, like, there's no gas in Ecuador. Like, nobody has that bike. Like,
Yeah.
why would you keep trying to not listen? Like, just
Mhm.
listen what I'm telling you. We need to get these bikes as soon as possible. He's gonna hold it for me because it's me. But you know
Yeah.
that Mexico is gonna pay for the bikes, no problem. Costa
Mhm.
Rica is gonna do it as well. So we can get
Mhm.
probably like the last bikes of the pack.
Yeah.
And I cannot promise quality whenever we're like a week away from the whole event.
Yeah.
And I'm like, how I'm getting all these answers and all these solutions to this
Mhm.
big problems, because this is federation problems, not me. Like, I have,
Yeah.
but if I have the contact, if I have the
Mhm.
chance to just help, I'm not getting anything
Yeah.
from it.
Yeah.
I could be like, well, he's saying 2,500, and it's really like $2,000. I can do
Yeah.
that and be like, get some money from it to get but I don't want that. I want them to
Yeah.
race. I want them to be comfortable on their bikes, not other
Yeah.
bikes. But if it's not possible, we can try the best. And they're not doing that over there. And I'm like, it's
Yeah.
frustrating because I'm trying to build this whole project, but that was what changed my route. That was what made me focus on my own team. Be like, okay, guys,
Mhm.
I'm here for us. I want it to be like a whole everybody, I can help
Yeah.
everybody thing, but it has to be worked from the inside out.
Mhm.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Like, it's
Yeah.
very tough because it makes no sense. I'm getting all these answers, and apparently they're not getting the same answers. How? No clue.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I completely get that. I feel the same way though. You know, I'm doing stuff like that behind the scenes all the time where it's like people ask me and I'm like, "Hold on, let me like get back to you in an hour," and I've got all these answers or options or whatever and I can make things happen and I don't know how it happens. It just does. Um
Yep.
but I'm the same way. I haven't been charging for all of this stuff and people are like, "Oh my god, you could be charging so much money." And I'm like, I get I'm at the point now where I'm trying to support multiple people as well as myself with racing. So I'm at the point where yeah, I need to start making money. But I'm still not trying to make millions of dollars off of this. You know, I'm not trying to make top dollar. So I'm doing the minimum and making trades and stuff like that. Like it's
Yeah.
it's what we can do, I feel like, to grow the sport. It's the passion for the sport that's pushing us, and the community, like we already talked about, the community is amazing. And for me personally, and I'm sure for you, that is a huge drive, knowing that people support
Yeah.
this. But yeah, you do have to kind of start small and start in your little niche first, and then as you gain support, and especially with what you're doing, the way that it can snowball and you can get all that support as you guys are getting more and more recognition with your team, then that'll
Yeah.
grow. So I think that's fantastic. But I love the fact that you're just so giving. You're just so like you're always helping, and I love that.
Yeah. Yeah. It's basically like you said it, like we are like parallel, like
Mhm,
going to the like on the same route, every like both on our own projects, like, but
mhm,
it's still like going the same thing. And it's crazy how almost the almost all of the people that surrounds me from when I started all this, like
mhm.
Cycle Ranch, they are
Yeah.
huge. Like obviously they are on another level, but they have definitely been on also like a growing moment of, and they're like
Mhm.
parallel to me, and we're like, oh, we're still here. Like we don't talk that much anymore, but we're still here. Like we look each other,
Mhm,
because sometimes people can basically, one can grow a lot faster and be like,
mhm.
well, that's not possible anymore. Like we're friends, but you're
Yeah,
already too big now. I can get
yeah,
there, or vice versa. Like it can be the different ways. But
yeah.
it's funny that I look around and I'm like, oh, I started, and these people were starting as well. Like we are
Mhm.
still like going, and we're all pushing. And it's
Yeah,
because also a lot of people just quit, and it's very
yeah.
easy to quit, super easy.
Yeah.
Every morning you wake up like, I don't know, there's a lot of stuff that I don't need to be doing, honestly. But it's like,
Yeah,
well, and what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna
yeah.
sit here and watch YouTube and take care of my daughter, and like both daughters. And it's like, no, I also need to get something working up here.
Mhm. Yeah, and I think part of that too is you have a legacy to leave for your girls, and this is something that even if they don't decide to take over the business one day, it's still they can look up to you and see how hard you worked and you pushed to make your dream happen, and they know that they can do that and they can push and they can do it. They can do anything that they think that they can think
Yeah.
of. And I think that that's really, really important. So I absolutely love that. And you're setting a great example for them.
Yeah, we're trying hard.
It's fantastic. Well, okay, I have a couple questions that I normally ask on this podcast that I want to touch on before I forget.
Okay.
So one of my favorite questions to ask is if you had all expenses paid, if you could go anywhere in the world to ride, where would you go?
To ride. Hmm.
Yeah.
All expenses paid.
Yep.
GNCC round. Like
Where
I
at?
want to raise a GNCC round.
Anywhere?
Probably like, yeah, it's like it's already way higher level and experience that I'm used to here.
Mhm.
So I don't think I have one. If I could say one, let's say just Iron Man, like just because it's very legendary, or snowshoe, like. But I'm gonna be struggling so hard on snowshoe, like, yeah, that's like hard enduro, close to that. Like when that stuff gets very like muddy and wet on the
Mhm.
rocks, I'm like, I don't know if I can do that. But I say like all expenses paid, don't matter the round.
Mhm.
Preferred Florida or something in that area, so the climate is not a fact, like something that that messed me up. But yeah, I think
You don't wanna
GNCC.
race in the
That's my
snow?
answer. I haven't tried it. I think I've seen snow once, and it was like big snow here in Texas, and everybody was freaked out. Nobody had power.
Oh,
It was like not the best
uh-huh.
experience. It was good
I
when it was
remember that.
happening. Like It's
Yeah.
very white and nice. And then we were freezing inside the house. Like it
Mm-hmm.
was not bad. It was not good. Like it was not the
Yeah.
best experience for snow. So I did race Torx before joining TX2. That first
Uh-huh.
race of the year, can't remember the year if it was 2023 or 24, probably like 24,
Mm.
but it was 19 degrees. I felt like my fingers were gonna fall off. I felt nothing from my arms, nothing. I
Mm-hmm.
felt nothing,
Yeah.
and I raced, but I highly considered quitting at practice lap. Like I was like, I'm not doing this. Hell no.
I would have too. I would
I
have.
actually quit at practice lap. I
Oh
quit at
no.
practice lap. I cut it through everywhere I could. Got to the van. I don't know where I dropped my bike, but I dropped it, and I was like, my hands were like in pain, and I was like, no, I'm
Oh
not
my
doing this.
god.
But
Mm-hmm.
I raced. I ended up racing, but it was not good. So no, Florida, I think is the first round or first or second of GNCC. That's where I would go.
Mhm. Yeah, I've heard that's really fun one. Yeah, you're talking about your hands getting cold. When you are cold like that and then you hit a tree, it is one of the worst
Oh my
pains you will
god,
ever have in your entire life. So I totally
they
get
hurt.
that.
I just
Hmm.
listen it, and I'm hurting right now.
Like I need to warm my hands
I
up.
actually Yeah, I actually thought I did hit it. I'm notorious of doing that. Like I see one and it's like if I wanted to. Um but it's just pushing myself, just trying to go as fast as I
Mhm.
can. But yeah, I have actually like marks, and it actually hurts a lot when you're cold.
Mhm. It does.
I still have no clue on how to help that. Like I've seen people getting um like some glove inside their gloves, and I've seen
Mhm.
people using different stuff, but I'm not sure if that's gonna help. Like honestly, I'm not sure.
Yeah, like using like a latex glove underneath like the regular gloves, that helps a little bit, but it kind of depends one if you're fast, um and two if your hands were already like cold, and three if your hands are sweaty and then you
Oh
get the
yeah,
sweaty in there and then they get cold and then you're done. So, but in
frostbites from there.
Minnesota, Minnesota and North Dakota, I mean, we ride until we really can't, you know? And some of the crazy people in North Dakota, I never saw anybody in Minnesota do this, but I know in North Dakota 100%. They put studs in their tires and they go and they ride the ice when it freezes over. And that just
Yeah,
scares me.
I've seen Sea Boys TV on YouTube doing that, and they just
Yep.
I get scared. I'm like, I'm not doing that. Like
Yeah.
what? Like, and I've seen them sink like on
Mhm.
video, and I'm like, I'm not trying to do that. Like for
Yeah.
that's
Yeah,
not a place you're gonna see me.
the one time I got invited to go do that, I was like, "Fine, I'll get over my fear." Like, my biggest fear was if I fall and the bike goes over me, like, I'm gonna get studs in my arms. But then I was like, "Oh, okay, well, I'll go and I'll do it." And then it warmed up that next weekend, and it went to, like, 50 degrees, and all of the ice started to melt, and I was like, I'm not going out there."
Nope.
This is a very big lake. I don't wanna die.
No. Yeah, I get scared because I'm like, what? How deep is this thing? Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, and then you're gonna lose your bike if you go through. Like
Oh, for sure.
if it's
Like
more than like 10 feet, nope, you're done.
at that
Oh
point, I
yeah.
don't think I would worry about the bike. I'm like,
You're just
I'm
like
not gonna
I
die now. Yeah.
Yeah, ice riding is it takes a different skill set, and I would just leave that to the pros out there in the Midwest. I prefer to ride on dirt and rocks, so that's just me. Sand is questionable at times. I'm still learning sand, but uh it's still better than
Sand
snow.
is a good one. I like
Mhm.
sand even though that doesn't translate to I ride good on the sand. But for some reason I do like it because I have the 450, so
Mhm.
I can pull from wherever I want on the sand, and it'll feel like just normal, and I won't be
Yeah.
like hurting the bike like a 250.
Yeah.
So honestly, I like riding sand stuff, but honestly, like I need to get better to like I need to get my talent or my skills to the level that I like the sand. They need to
Yeah.
match. I cannot be riding how I ride the sand. Yeah.
I've gotten a lot better in sand, but I still have a long way to go. I was so excited one time I was riding with some buddies of mine and I was going through the sand and I was feeling really good and I was like, "Ah, I think I'm going kind of fast." And then they went flying by me like I wasn't moving and I was like, "Oh, I'm not." And
Yeah,
now
yeah,
I'm also like now cuz I'm watching them, I'm not paying attention to what I'm doing and I almost fell. So I was like, okay.
yeah.
I'm not that good."
He, Here there's a lot of properties with sand, but
Mhm.
it's mostly hard pack. On most of the
Yeah.
properties we race, it's mostly hard pack, and it's like at least Torx is more like a single track, like a cow trail, basically.
Mhm.
On here on
Yeah.
TX2, we can get sand or more loamy stuff if
Yeah.
we race before quads. If we race the weekend before the quads, we're
Uh-huh.
prime. This weekend is gonna be before the quads, so it's gonna be prime. If we race the weekend after, the quads and side by sides were lost. Like that thing is gonna be horrible, like very hard, very slick everywhere. And you can see the berms they formed with everything that was
Mhm.
in here. And I'm like, why they don't stick to dirt bikes first? We're not gonna mess up the track as much as they do. So they can
Yeah.
get they can get pretty much the same track we're getting after we
Mhm.
race the whole weekend. So
Yeah.
I that's something I should start talking with Terry.
I
Like
agree.
it's because I see pictures and I'm like, oh, that's nice. Then I remember we don't race that weekend. We race the weekend after, and I'm like, oh no, that's not gonna be it. That's not gonna be
It's not gonna
very
look
good.
the
No,
same at all.
no. It's like it's gonna look like rocks and hard stuff.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh, it's crazy. Um, well, one of the other questions that I like to ask people is we have a lot of newer people who listen to this podcast. So,
Okay.
what is
Nice.
your best yeah, what's your best advice for somebody who's brand new to dirt biking? Like maybe they just got a bike last week.
Okay. Not a 450. Get a
Not a
bike for your
450.
for your skill set. If you have to start on a pit bike, that's the first thing. Get the right bike
Mhm.
to you.
Yeah.
Other than that, just focus on body positioning. It'll save you're gonna fall, you're gonna crash. Everybody does. There's nobody
Mhm.
that has figured out the crashing part. Like, there's no way. But you can minimize like a lot of them with
Yeah.
body positioning, accelerating, braking. Uh, when you're gonna hit a jump, like you need to lean forward. Your head. You if you don't see if you're standing and you don't see your number plate, your front number plate, like
Mhm.
you're not front enough. Like you need to be up there, like fighting what
Okay.
your bike is trying to push you back. So it's like body
Yeah.
positioning, like on everything. If you see top riders today, things are changing. Like Eli Tomac on beast mode is not enough anymore when it used to be beast mode. Like it used to
Yeah.
be the guy. It's
Yeah.
not it isn't like everybody's saying like, "Oh no, let's wait until he gets to beast mode." No, he is in beast mode. Like he just rode amazing at MX on. Like there's no way that was
Mhm.
not beast mode. It's just the
Mhm.
Lawrences are evolving the body positioning side of it, and Chase Sexton
Yeah.
as well. He's not very
Yeah.
as consistent as Jet or Hunter, but it's
Mhm.
still that body positioning that makes the bike feel lighter. It makes the bike not react as, like, if let's say you're in second gear, they're like in fifth
Mhm.
gear. The suspension is gonna work way different than it's gonna work on yours. So it's like
Mhm.
all those details, but mainly focus on body positioning.
Yeah.
I learned how to ride my dirt bike. I should have been crashing so much more, but I was before I was on my dirt bike, I was already paying, and this is not paid like ad here or nothing, but I was already paying for the Moto Academy subscription.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Uh-huh.
And AJ Catanzaro is the guy to understand body positioning, at least motocross style. I guess there has to be something changing on the hard enduro side,
Mhm.
but he has in the app, he also has classes and a course for hard enduro with a hard enduro rider. So he
Yeah.
collabs inside the app, and
Yeah.
there's content for everybody.
Yeah.
Mainly body position. You don't have to pay for a subscription like I did. Just look on YouTube, the
Yeah.
Moto
There's
Academy or MX Factory, Tyler Livesay or Livesay.
yeah.
He's from Texas, but I'm not sure what's the last name. It's like Livesay or Livesay, but it's the MX Factory. He has
Yeah.
amazing videos explaining as well. Martin
Mhm.
Costello has good, funny making videos of body positioning, a little bit
Yeah.
more related to Hispanics, but obviously
Mhm.
he speaks in English, so everybody could like will take advantage of it. So basically, it's that body positioning, and just you're gonna have fun when you're
Yeah.
riding the right way.
Yeah. Yeah, I love that. That's great. I There's a lot of different resources on YouTube that are free.
Oh
Um
yeah,
like I know Rich Larson puts out new videos like every single week. He's really really huge for the hard enduro techniques. Cody Webb has a platform online kind of like the Moto Academy. There's tons of people though, and especially for women, especially small women like me, Meg's Brap and Crystal Loves Moto, and these small women are putting content out as well. So no matter who you are, you can find somebody who's similar to you, riding in the style that you like, to watch and kind of figure out what works best. But personally, because
yeah,
I am small, I do like in-person training because for me, my body position looks really, really different than your body position, for example. My legs are not very long, so my butt sits about half an inch off of the seat when I'm standing. So
yeah.
it's very, very different. I had a lot of friends call me out when I first started riding, and they're like, "You need to start standing." And I'm like, I'm standing in that video. And they're like, no, you're not. I'm like,
That's all I have.
100% I am. Like, yeah, that is my leg maxed out. Like,
That's all I
but
have. I can't do nothing else. Like,
exactly.
but
But I've gotten a lot of
like
tips and stuff to help me because I am so small. So collaboration is really important in finding community, in my personal opinion.
yeah, and like obviously like the style of riding or
Mhm.
like discipline inside the dirt biking,
Yeah.
it will depend, like, but I think that it translates so much the standard attack position, like
Hmm.
standing, leg straight, back straight, butt out. It's like
Yeah.
squared over here. It's like very obviously, like if you're gonna like over a log, there has to be
Hmm.
some technique specifically for the log. Like I'm not
Hmm.
gonna show you how to, like I probably would just go over the bars real quick.
Yeah.
So I'm not the guy for that style. So I'm just giving like the general
Yeah.
rule is like learn your body position, just the standard
Mhm.
accelerating, braking, like always elbows up. I have a tip that I stole from AJ. Like I feel it's like I teach like that as well. And it's
Uh-huh.
like try to get your levers as in as possible. That way
Mhm.
you can actually put your fingers like this, and it will force
Mhm.
to be like your elbows will be up anywhere. Like you cannot be
Yeah.
like this. it'll be so
Yeah.
weird just being
You
like
can't
this.
be like a
It'll
T-Rex. You've got to
automatic
throw your
like
arms up because
yeah. If
yeah.
you don't do that, like the triangle, it's like you put it
Uh-huh.
in front of your face, then put it in front of
Uh-huh.
your bar pad, open your
Uh-huh.
hands, there you are. Like you don't need to do anything else. It's like
Okay.
the triangle shape, open,
Uh-huh.
and you're there. You're set up.
Okay.
That's that'll save you so much on like head like all those movements that will get you out of balance. If you
Yeah.
are squared up over here and your head doesn't move, like if your elbow
Mhm.
go down, your head will go that same way. So it's all body positioning. If you're
Mhm.
safe, if you're a safe rider, you will have fun and speed will come. And if it doesn't,
Yep.
keep enjoying it. You will feel as fast as me, as fast as Eli Tomac, even though we're all different speeds. Like definitely it's body positioning and being safe, a safe rider.
Yeah.
And if you want in-person training and you want a USMCA certified coach and you're in
Mhm.
Texas and you want me, you can look for me in the app,
Yeah.
or anybody else inside the app. Like there's a ton of
Mhm.
coaches in your area, probably. You just put your
Yeah.
zip code, it'll send you, let's say, more than I feel like a lot of coaches in your area. Like you can put,
Yeah.
oh yeah, I want to travel 200 miles the most, and it'll tell
Yeah.
you like in 200-mile radius who is a USMCA certified coach. We have to go through an actual test and classes,
Yeah.
and the final test is not easy. Like you have to go into that stuff really hard. They focus a lot on the basics and
Mhm.
basically everything that has to do with injuries. We get certified for concussions, and we get certified for heat casualties and all that stuff, like heat strokes. um,
Yeah.
they prepare whoever is certified. I can
Mhm.
guarantee they had a good training. Like
Yeah.
it was one of the best experience I had. I
Yeah.
have to thank Cycle Wrench for making that happen for me. And honestly, like it's very good. Like you just have it on your phone. You download the
Mhm.
app and you can find a coach wherever you, or just go to the closest track. There's probably a coach at your closest track as well.
Yeah. I didn't actually know that about the website. I didn't know that you could search for a coach like that. I knew you could search for a
Yeah,
coach by
I
name,
can.
but I didn't know you could search by zip code. So that's really, really cool. I'm gonna have to
Yeah,
go and
and
look and
it's
see
like
who's around my
motorcycle
area.
coaching. Yeah, it's called motorcyclecoaching.com org. Yeah, org. Motorcyclecoaching.org.
Okay.
And it'll be like that. Let's see if it
Yeah.
looks good. Um that's my reservations. I don't have reservations, so my booking is open. But let's say the middle one is coaches, and
Mhm.
over here, yeah, on the search
Hard to
bar you
see.
will put like,
Uh-huh.
yeah, it's very hard. um Search by coach, city, states, zip, or training type.
Oh,
So
all right.
yeah,
Heck
however
yeah.
you want to search, you put your zip code, there will be a coach around you, and he
Mhm.
had a good training. So honestly, uh, yeah, for somebody new, body positioning, that's my answer.
That's great. I love it. I think that was that's a huge, huge one. I didn't know about body positioning when I started riding. It wasn't until I was probably like maybe 10 hours into riding, but like 2 years into riding, that I found out that there's such thing as technique. I had
Yeah,
no clue. I was like, I knew that some guys stood and I knew that some guys sat, and that was about all I knew, but I didn't really know that, like, hey, there's like a way to do things. So, um
yeah,
yeah, it was kinda cool. I'm a nerd, so I like to learn things, so I like to learn from different people because, like, you were talking about going over a log, there's, like, 50 different ways to go over a log, basically, like, it kinda depends on, like, is the log angled? Is the log straight? Is it a big log? Is it a small log? Like, all of these different nuances, and maybe you go to a coach who's used to just big logs all the time, so they're going to teach you that. But then maybe you go to a coach that is from somewhere like the Pacific Northwest, who the logs are always super wet and slippery, and they teach you that way because that's what they're used to. Maybe that's not something that somebody who coaches out in the desert would teach you. So
Yeah.
both of them are teaching you to go over a log, but in with different context, and I think that that's really important.
Yeah, you need to know what you want to do. Like
Mhm.
there's a full spectrum of things here. Like
Yeah.
you can only want to ride these trails, and
Mhm.
you can sit all like most of the trails, like you just can go like bop 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 and not move a lot. But
Yeah.
if you want to do a little bit more competitive, or you want to jump logs, and like my
Mhm.
technique, I can tell you my technique. Second gear, blah, and if I go over it, something will happen. Or I go over it, or I go over the bars. But
Yeah.
usually I can go over stuff. Like they put like the hard line and the and on
Mhm.
TX2 and Torx
Yeah.
as well, but they do
Yeah.
the hard line and the easy line. And usually it's like logs, or um like tires, like a line of
Mhm.
tires. And usually it's
Mhm.
pretty sandy before the tires, so it's like a little bit more work to get over it. But like I said, I have a 450. Like
Beast of a
I just
bike.
need I just need like a rah, and
Yeah.
she'll get over it. Um, I cannot teach anybody go over something, because I
Yeah.
don't know how I go over things. Like I just,
You
if
just
I'm
do
on
it.
the race, I will go over it.
Yeah.
But it's not like I know, like, because
What
I
you're
see
doing.
people that they can actually put the front tire boop,
Mhm.
and be like a little tap and go over it like nothing. And I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't know, like I can't do that, or at least not on that bike.
Yeah.
But I started riding really late as well. Like I
Mhm.
got out of the military at 21, 22 years old,
Yeah.
and that's when I started riding a dirt bike.
Yep.
Closest thing, I had a BMX bike, but that's not close.
Yeah.
So yeah, just focus on that. Just focus on being a safe rider, which is technique, and
Yeah.
everything else will just come to you.
I love that. Thank you for that. Um, I think that that was pretty much all the questions that I had for you. But in this last little bit of time, do you want to give any shout outs or thank yous?
Well, yeah, I want to thank my family, which is the people that are like supporting the thing. Like they are here every day, um, like involved on all this stuff. So they're like number one. And then Cycle Ranch is amazing. These people are just for the sport. I want to thank Factory Bike for giving me the opportunity for being a distributor,
Yeah.
something that I didn't knew I could do, or at least think about. I want to thank um all the sponsors, like right here, like Images and Movements. These people is amazing in Puerto Rico. IMS, best tanks in the game. EVS, I love this this I don't know if any of these goes like against some of your sponsors or something. If there's
Nope.
one, just let me know. I won't say
Just
it. But
it's all for
um
you.
honestly, this thing, these people have,
Mhm.
I was a very, and this is a whole conversation. Like I was against the the knee braces, but the
Oh,
hard
yeah.
ones, like the
Mhm.
yeah, I'm like, I don't want those. Like, and then
Yeah.
I tried the TP 199s from EVS. Oh my
Mhm.
god, I love those. I can feel my bike, and I've had moments that I feel like my leg should have snapped, like right on my knee, and they are very like bulky and protective, but you can also feel the
Mhm.
bike. like if
Yeah.
you had nothing. And I'm like, this is
Yeah.
perfect. So yeah, shout out to EBS. Slacker just easy, makes your life easier for SAG, GoPro, Engine Eyes. I have EVS here again. And then just PMX apparel. Let me see who else. Oh, Fast Fit Academy. Fast Fit Academy. This
Oh,
program has
okay.
made me get podiums. Like I had no podiums. I had no expectations to get podiums last year. This guy,
Yeah.
Fast Fit Academy over there, Ethan, he was like, "Hey, just get into the program. Like you're it's not like you're not paying for it. Like you're already
Mhm.
you're paying for it. Just get into it. Just get disciplined and go back to the gym and go back to workout." 3 podiums ending of the year, and I was like, oh, so yeah, this is how it how it's done. Like you have to train to
Okay.
if you want to if you're competitive like me, and
Mhm.
you have to go to the gym, you have to cycle, run, at least get a structure or some workouts in. Like obviously some of them will be more like aggressive or all that stuff, but
Mhm.
just train and
Yeah.
you will feel better on the bike. So yeah, all these people here are the best. They're helping me from the beginning, no question asked. They're like, yeah, let's just do it. And I appreciate that. Every crazy man or person needs like a group of people that are like as crazy and make stuff happen. So, and this is all the guys that I have.
That's awesome. I absolutely love that you've got so much support. You've been able to do so much. Like I said, it's really cool to see when we first talked a year and a half ago, and you were just starting to kind
Yeah,
of come up with it. You were just starting to talk about the team and everything. It was just in its infancy, and to see where you've taken it, to see the fact that you're going to other countries and you're, dealing bikes now, and your gear brand is like almost there. Like that is so
almost
so
there.
cool, and I am just super stoked to see where you're taking it from here. Where's it going to be in another year? Like it's you're doing big things, and I hope you're really really proud of it.
Yeah, yeah. Honestly, I don't know the answer of what is gonna happen a year from now because I
Mhm.
didn't knew I was gonna be here a year
Yeah.
ago. So
Yeah.
yeah, honestly, like whatever it comes, we will just go through it. Obviously, analyze it and be like, should we get into this? Probably like we will, and
Yeah.
we will just keep going. But yeah, thank you for the opportunity. Like, I'm also like watching your content.
Thank you.
I admire that type of writing,
Yeah.
because I can do it. Like, I couldn't be that smooth, so I have to like actually be like, you write way better than me that stuff, and I like it. I like watching it and be like, oh, that's possible. So that's a
Yeah.
new one. And then the process, it has shown a progress. Like
Yeah.
it's not like we are stuck at a year ago when we first
Mhm.
talked. Like it's been evolving and it's great. So let's just keep the ball rolling, and a
Yep.
year from now hopefully we have another interview or podcast
Yes.
and be like, oh, remember we were talking about starting the brand, so now we're doing that. Like
Yeah. You're gonna be like the CEO, and it's gonna be like this huge thing, and it's gonna be like yeah,
let's
it's
see,
gonna
let's see how it
be
goes.
it'll be a very different conversation. But it'll
Yeah,
be
yeah.
cool. I no matter where it goes, I know it's gonna be great. You have such a passion and you're putting so much heart into it. And like I said, that's what the sport really needs, to have it grow. We all want to see our sport grow as much as motocross. We would all
Yeah,
love to have that kind of sponsorship and everything, have fans like that. So maybe with your influence, we'll get there a little bit faster.
let's see let's see how it goes.
Well, thank you again so much for your time,
Thank
and
you.
we'll talk to you again soon.
Yeah.